What have been Timbers here. Now, with Amazon's I Know What You Did Last Summer series out now on Amazon, I of course talked about the first I Know What You Did Last Summer film. So now I'm actually going to do my review for its sequel. I'm not going to talk about the third one because that movie was just abysmal. I won't even feel like talking about that one. Now, so here's my review for its sequel, and that is of course I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, which pretty much premiered around like I believe about a year after Scream 2 got released, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, let's be for real. This movie is not as good as the first film. I would admit that right now. It is a bit step down from the first film. It's far better than the third one. The third one, which is, by the way, called I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. The third one sucks. I'm going off the rail. That movie was abysmal. But they, of course, did a sequel, which is simply titled I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, where Muse Wilson's Ben Willis character was pretty much guided by her friend with who ends up pretty much guiding her friends with her here and so like you got Julie James once again played by Jennifer Olivier, who is now a college student and still shaken up by the experience that happened like a summer before, and her roommate Kyle, who's by the Kyle I mentioned it, by the way played by Brandy, pretty much wins this vacation to for 4 to the Bahamas. And she also plans to bring her boyfriend Tyrell, played by Mackay Pfeiffer, as well as Matthew Settle character Will, and Julie at this resort. And of course, Julie starts receiving notes and learns that the hand run victim Ben Wills is once again alive and is also at the Bahamas, slaying them one by one. I mean, this definitely has some really intriguing kills here as well. And you also had some decent, supporting players. Like, of course, it was pretty interesting to see Brandy in a horror movie. By the way, I mean, I believe that was the same decade that she did stuff like, Cinderella. I believe she was in Moesha that same decade. I mean, yeah, seeing Brandy in a horror film like this was really intriguing. But her chemistry with Jeff Love here was intriguing. It was cool seeing Mackay Pfeiffer in this. I mean, him doing like a horror like this one was really cool to watch. You also had Freddie Prinze Jr. once again back as the male lead here. You also had Jennifer Esposito was in this. John Hawkes. You even had the Reanimator star Jeffrey Combs was even in this, and for some reason Jack Black was even in this. So yeah, if you ever want to see Jack Black in a slasher movie, this is one for you. I mean, I don't know when I first saw this, I was like, wait, Jack Black actually did a slasher? It was, of course, around time where Jack Black was not as famous as he is now. But, yeah, I mean, I always found that to be really interesting casting. But anyway, yeah, like I said, it's not as good as the first film, but it definitely does have its flaws. It definitely does have its moments here. I do quite like the kills. Freddie Prinze and Jennifer Love here, those who really play off each other really well. I mean, it's a shame that they barely done anything since. I mean, I always thought those two really had a cool chemistry here. Of course, obviously, those two were the only survivors of the first film. So, obviously, you're not going to see the likes of Rod Felipe and Sarah Michelle Gellar in this. Maybe that's because they end up, playing sisters. They end up playing, like, step siblings in Cruel Intentions, I'm guessing. I don't know. But, anyway. It's definitely really, like, of course, this movie came out, I believe, a year after Scream 2 got released. So it was like, okay, Scream 2 did pretty well in the box office. We're ready to do a sequel to our slasher film. And, of course, the result did not do so well with critics, by the way. It actually has a 7% on Rotten Tomatoes. So, yeah. It's not really that bad of a film either. Like, is it, like I said, is it as good as the first film? Obviously not. Should they have just let the first film alone and not even do sequels? Maybe, yeah. But I still had a fun time. I used to watch this. Like, I remember watching this on TV one time. I didn't mind it so much. It definitely had some cool kills. It is a little like, it's not as entertaining as the first film, but it still definitely has some really entertaining values. So I didn't mind it so much. I mean, if you guys have not really seen I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, you can probably find it on. You can find it on Vudu, Prime Video, Apple TV. I think you can find it on Peacock show. I'm not so sure. But anyway, let me lead you guys. Have you ever watched the I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer? And so, what's up? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Which film do you prefer the most? And have you even saw the third one, by the way? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notification. This is Simmer signing out.